Hey everyone, what's up? Here we go. Let's get this angle right. Move over this way. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video with Electra Soul. What's up, guys? If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual girl putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But today in this video, guys, hey guys, hey. Today in this video, I want to talk about a topic that came to me because it's something that I deeply resonate with as a person, as a very spiritual person. I feel like everyone can relate to this because this is something that we're all on the frequency of in terms of us being just this wise, like what I'm about to tell y'all. Um, Basically, when you're holding space for people in your life that you love and care about, what it is to keep your peace while doing that, and what that means for me. Hey guys, I love you. I love you. Period. You got the appearance change already done, just like that, to the person who said it. But when you're holding space for people that you really love and care about in your reality, the biggest thing that y'all have to remember is that it is super important that you remember that even though you're manifesting in favor of other people, you're able to obviously make other people's lives greater. That's definitely for certain. I know that for sure because I've done it myself. It's very evident, and I know that even within that, a bunch of other people have done it for their loved ones, people that they care about, whoever it is around the world, literally everyone and everything. And so with that being said, I feel like one of the biggest things is understanding that even when there are people within your reality who are living their life, when there are people in your reality doing what it is that they do that you really love and care about, and you feel like you genuinely love and care about them, okay? Like you actually know that you have like a true soul connection with this person, whatever it is, that you're also holding space for the way that they are choosing to live their life in a very obviously high potential status, because we shouldn't claim anything less than best, but also understanding that along your spiritual journey and growth that they're learning a lot, that they're growing a lot, and that they're becoming so much better than they already were, basically, at the end of the day, because that's what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you also understanding that you have to have peace over not whatever happening, because I don't believe that. I'm not like, oh, whatever happens, happen. No, like I'm more of a everything's gonna be perfect because I said so kind of thing. And it does work out that way, genuinely, because I believe that. But it's just like keeping your peace and understanding that they're gonna live their life as they do. Understand that they're gonna be good. Like they're gonna figure out their way, and that everyone's gonna be perfect who's involved. Like everyone's gonna be okay. Okay. Because I think one of the biggest things about this, and I feel like this more so comes from a standpoint of people who have children, honestly, or like even people who have pets and things like that, like people who have a certain responsibility over other people, maybe your siblings, even your family members, like your parents, for example. If you really are kind of like the protector of your parents, although I don't think children should be the general protector of their parents only. Like if their parents are reciprocating that, obviously they have to, then okay. But if the children are the sole protectors of their parents, that's a little bit, I feel like it's a codependent dynamic. But obviously in this case, I'm just saying that, if people are living their life as they do, you have to intend the best for them and understand that they're going to be okay, and that you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to stress out over. You have nothing to fear, no anxiety, no nothing. Keep all the worries out, because I know for myself, growing up, this was probably one of the biggest things in the world that I honestly, quote unquote, struggled with, because I was literally, it's so funny. I had a friend when I was 5 years old, and his mother used to call me a worry wart, a worry wart. Okay. She used to say that because I would worry about everyone and everything. And she'd always be like, you're always worried about everyone, like everything, this, that. And as time goes on, like you have to understand that you can't be worried about everything, bro. Like you can't be worried about what everyone's doing, how they're living their life, what's going on in their realities, but you can intend the best, obviously, and watch it still manifest, because that's exactly what it's going to do. Excuse me, because that's exactly what you're intending. And because you have that manifestation packed down for real, it's all going to be okay. All right. So one thing I'm going to say about this topic as well is that when it comes down to holding space and also keeping peace while you're holding space, is understanding that because you're setting an intention, you have to trust your intention. I think that one of the bigger things that give people anxiety kind of much or whatever, not claiming that, but it's something that can affect people, is just that they feel like they don't know. They don't know what's going to happen. They don't know, and basically what I was just stating, they don't know of the things that they could be doing in their realities and how this could affect them. And you want to protect them, and you're able to protect them by intending protection. You're able to protect people by honestly guiding them in the right direction, because you want them to be happy and because you do love them. But you also have to understand that you still come first, that you're not a person who stresses that much out over another person's destiny, because at the end of the day, it's definitely your destiny over all else's. And on top of that, upon you knowing that it's your destiny besides all else's, or on top of all else's, is that because you have your reality so together, you trust yourself, you know who you are, you know your potential, you know your power, you know all the great stuff, then of course everything else around you will also be great. So it's not just you. It's not just I'm living, but I'm afraid that my siblings won't, or I don't know if my best friend will. I don't know if my this partner, whatever, like any of that stuff. That is irrelevant to this case scenario. You have to understand that it all goes hand in hand. And the more that you trust yourself in your reality, the more that you're going to have a natural trust in everyone else around you as well, where you will understand that, again, the intentions that you're setting are actually manifesting. They're making a lot of wonderful things happen, and you have no reason to fear. You genuinely don't have anything to fear. I feel like that was, like I stated, one of the bigger things that I really had to learn growing up, because I've talked about this in a recent video, actually, like a live stream. What I said was that when I was growing up, I used to literally think that like everyone around me was going to pass away. I genuinely used to think that. Like I had so much anxiety about that. And I'm talking when I was a kid, like age 5 to I think 11. Yeah, I would say like age 5 to 11, I was genuinely paranoid. I thought that something bad was going to happen to people that I loved. And I remember I would go to New York because my dad's side of the family lives there. And I would go there and we would spend like the whole summer there, like literally 2 months in New York. And I remember I used to be so fucking anxious, bro, every single day. Every single day. I remember I would call my mom and be like, "How are you guys?" Like shaking because I thought she was going to tell me some devastating news or something, or like that my bunny passed away. I had a bunny at the time, and I used to be terrified that something would have happened to my bunny. And I remember, like, now looking back, you almost it's not I don't feel bad for, like, who I was at that time. I feel like it was very me, I guess, at that time to worry so much because I cared so freaking much. But the thing is that, like, girl, you have to live your life too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do what you gotta do to live a good life and to not worry so much about what's going on all around you, even if it may seem or feel scary. Honestly, one thing I've learned is that a lot of your biggest fears that you think will come true, quote unquote, they're not going to come true. I feel like the things that you fear the most are the things that don't happen, and the things that and the thing it's almost like the things that actually end up happening are the things that you don't really, like, think about in that sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not thinking about X, Y, and Z. Every single time you're worried about something, though, it definitely is not gonna happen, and even though I do understand the case scenario where some people think, like, "Oh, if I think about this that much, or if I assume it that much, or whatever, if I'm that paranoid about it, it could happen," and I feel like that's something that you're either granting yourself to make happen or not. Like, you don't have to have that happen. That doesn't have to happen. None of those things have to happen. You don't have to fear that if you worry so much that it's going to happen, or this person's not going to be okay, and if I imagine this enough times it's going to no, like it's literally not going to happen that way, because you're not actually serious about that. Like, you don't genuinely believe that everything is going to happen in that way. You believe that everything is going to be okay more than anything else. And also, let me show you my makeup look for today. Okay, because I didn't show you at the beginning. All right, y'all saw the eyes. Okay, so just want to show you. But okay. So the whole thing with this too is that holding space for people. All right, I have great examples because this is something not anything that I struggle with now, but it's something that like I care so much about that I still would like ask myself questions about this even in recent times. And a great example I have is, let's say, like with a cousin, okay? With a cousin, I would be very low key paranoid because I would assume that their living situation was something that was going to do like catastrophic damage to them. You know what I'm saying? That I would think like, oh, they're gonna do this, or they could do that, or they could do this and that. And I remember that it got to a point where I was like, girl, you gotta stop. Like, you have to stop assuming that things like that will happen, because they're not gonna happen, one. But number two, it's like, why put your mind to that? Why would you put your mind towards the thought that something could go wrong other than like besides right? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you choose things to go left than for them to go right if you know that you have that much power in creating their realities, just like you have that much power in creating your own, you know? So after that, when I realized that I was basically worrying for something that I knew was going to be okay at the end of the day, everything started to align itself in favor of this person getting out of the situation, being okay, literally, like everything shifting for them, and them making a huge shift that positively impacted their life, where it almost makes you feel like, why did I ever worry about anything? Like, why was I ever afraid? Why was I ever paranoid? Why? Because it really is like that. It's like, why? Like, why worry so much? Why have so much anxiety over that when you know that at the end of the day, if you're going to be okay, everyone else is going to be okay too. And it's also about intending the best for them, like actually intending the best for them from start to finish, where, you know, you're holding space for someone. Maybe you're in a case scenario where someone is spiritually undergoing a huge process, like a huge transformational process, which I have seen as well. I've seen people in my life who've undergone spiritual transformations and spiritual awakenings and things like that. And they were like completely, I don't want to say like saddened, but I want to say like they felt as though their identity had to be rediscovered, because that's honestly how it feels like, especially when you go through a spiritual awakening, things like that. You feel like your whole identity, you got to figure it out all over again, because it's something that's so deep, and it's something that you also now resonate with other things that don't resonate with the person that you were before. So, you know, it can make a person feel kind of paranoid, which I understand, but it's just the anxiety of fear that, you know, like everything's not going to be okay. But the truth is that everything is going to be okay. And I'm talking about from the first person perspective of the person undergoing the, you know, the transformations in life, where you, on the other hand, now I'm talking from your perspective, you're the person who is witnessing the person that you love undergo this enormous transformational process. Maybe you saw someone go through heartbreak. Maybe you saw a divorce. You could have seen, like, it could be literally anything. I'm just saying divorce and heartbreak and stuff like that, because I've seen that change people the most. But honestly, it can be anything. It could be a death. It could be losing a job, quote unquote, or whatever. Something that makes a person feel a type of way. And then you start to feel not paranoid for them, but you almost feel afraid in a way, because you're like, I care about this person so much. I don't know how they're going to hold up, honestly. And even though we are conscious manifestors, we obviously assume the absolute best for everyone and for everything. It is understandable and still okay when a person feels that kind of, I feel like, attachment almost to their destiny in a way. I feel like it's okay, because it shows that you care, but you can't linger there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to an extent, but you're not supposed to wrap that person's identity around who you are, the things that you got going on, how it feels. Like, all that stuff is irrelevant, honestly. It's not helpful to you to be that consumed in another person's life or destiny, because it's their destiny at the end of the day. They're going to figure out their way because they have to, and you holding space for them simply means that you're intending that that happens. And because you're intending it, it is going to happen. And I know for myself, an actual story, like for real, this is another thing that's happened to me. There was someone in my life who I was basically holding space for, because she was undergoing something that I was not happy about at all. Like, this person that I really love, I was not happy about the things that she was going through. I didn't like what they were kind of dealing with in life and things like that. And it would make me not mad, but almost like emotional, very emotional at the time, because I would think, like, get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let yourself sit here. You can be stronger than this. You don't have to deal with this shit. But that's something that you intend. You tell them about it and you manifest that they see it too, and they will. But it's not your responsibility to be obsessing over it, ensuring every single second of the day that they're going to see it that way. Because it technically, if you say it like this, it's like what's it called? Like checking the 3D, literally the same thing. It's the same thing as checking the 3D. You're not going to say that you have X, Y, and Z money and then check a billion times over to see if you actually do. You're going to trust that you do, because why would you not? You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the person that you love and care about, the people that you love and care about. You just have to trust that I set an intention for them to be great. They're going to be great. Let me live my life while I trust and know that, because it's going to happen either way and they will be good. And like I stated at the beginning of the video, this is something that I feel like deeply resonates with people who have children, honestly, and people who have responsibilities over other people, like siblings and stuff like that, or even cousins that you care for, or other family members, whatever. Because I feel like in these cases, these people feel a sense of responsibility over these other people. And even though it does seem that way, the truth is that you don't actually have a responsibility over them. You're just choosing now to do something about how much you care for that person, but it's not something that you have to do anything about. You don't have to do anything. You can just set your intention and just know that they're going to be fine, or maybe not even set an intention. Just say whatever, like everything's going to be fine. Basically, you're setting an intention anyway. But all I'm saying is that it's not about you being up their asshole, obviously, and being like, make the right choice, make the right choice, make the right choice, because you don't want anyone to be micromanaging you like that either. You would just want someone to understand that everything is going to be okay for you, and knowing that, like trusting that, having a lot of faith in that, and then seeing that actually manifest right before your very eyes, because there's no reason to assume anything less than best. Like, if you're assuming the best for you, why would you not assume the best for these other people as well? Especially when you love and care about them that much, you know? Like, this is something that I feel like goes very deep under the surface for the people who are as empathetic as you and I are, because I know for myself this is something that I very much care about. Like, I really care about this topic. I feel like this is something that has deeply affected me throughout my life in ways that I couldn't like manage myself, basically, because I didn't know what to do. But as time went on, the biggest thing that I learned is that I can actually make something happen. Like, I can make blessings happen. I can intend the best. I can set this person free if I really want to. If I can help them see what their true potential really is, because even within the stories I was telling y'all earlier, with the person I was talking about, I set a huge intention. Like, used to be so worried about them because I knew that they were undergoing a lot of things in their realities. And I remember I was like, nah, like, I'm done with this, because it was driving me fucking crazy because I cared so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and drive myself crazy because I care that much. I have to know that everything's going to be fine, because like, what else are you going to do, bro? Like, what else are you going to do? Are you going to freak out? Nah, I don't think so. Excuse me. And I certainly am not gonna freak out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna freak out. You're not gonna freak out, I'm not gonna freak out. We're all gonna understand the best for everyone involved, because we all have to know that everything is going to be okay. And that doesn't just go for one person. It doesn't just go for your family. It doesn't just go for your partner. It goes for the whole world too, okay? So this whole video goes towards everything in this reality, everyone, everything. Like I stated to y'all so many times over, I set my best intentions for all animals, for all people, all things, everywhere, all at all times, always, because I know that my intentions are actually making wonderful things happen, and I know that I have that much power, and I really do. And it's actually helping out the entire world because I said so, and that's it. And that's something that you feel very alleviated by, because you understand that it's not just hopeful thinking. That's something I really don't like to hear. I don't like to hear when people are like, oh, it's just wishful thinking, like you're not actually doing anything. Come on, guys. Every single thing that you move, every single thing that you do, even the tiniest fraction of a fraction, bro, like a percentage, like a 0.00000000000001, okay, like all the way to the end, you are still making a difference in some way, because if you add it all up, it's going to equate to something else. It's going to equal something else. So how are you going to sit here and act like you don't have the power and the potential to make literally miracles happen, if you want to deem it that way? How can you say that you don't have that power when you know that you do, because you're a person with that much potential from the inside out? There's no reason to assume anything less than best always. You have to assume the absolute best, and you have to understand that this world really does come in clutch for people like you and I. It's not something where some people are just lucky and we're not, and this, that. No, bitch, like, we're all in this together, bro. We're all lucky, quote unquote. We're all blessed. Like, honestly, we're all people who are able to have that much power over intending such wonderful things for other people and actually watching it manifest right before our very eyes. And I feel like while you're doing these things, while you're intending the best for other people, while you're manifesting the best, you also have to give yourself that peace and clarity within yourself to understand that you trust what you're saying enough to know that it's going to happen the way that you're saying that it is. It's not a matter of, I really hope, like I was stating earlier, it's not about, I really, really, really hope it's going to be okay. Like, no, you have to know it's going to be okay, because why would you not know that? Even if it looks crazy, because I understand that some things do look a bit, like, I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, that's fine. But that's still not enough to discourage you. It's not enough to stop you. It's not enough to get you overthinking to the extent of feeling like you really can't do this. I really don't know. No, like, you're going to be fine. And because you're setting your intention on being fine, and you're understanding that everyone too is capable of being okay, because hello, if you can be okay, everyone else can be too. Everyone will be, and that's it. It's not it's not a question of who. It's a matter of, do you believe it or not? Like, do you actually think that it's going to happen? Do you actually believe in the best? Even if you don't have a full 110%, 111% trust in that, it's okay, as long as you generally do believe most of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to honestly believe that more than anything else. So you can't say everything's going to be fine, but believe that the world's crashing more than anything else. And I feel like even then, you can say everything's going to be fine, and then watch things get better even if you don't believe in the best, because obviously you're stating an affirmation, you're telling yourself everything's going to be fine, you're going to continue to believe that, it's going to grow in confidence, you're going to get stronger minded about it, and it's going to reflect and manifest within your reality, and that's something that's a huge blessing. So that's exactly why I'm telling you guys that no matter what it is at the end of the day, no matter who it is, no matter what the situation calls for, no matter anything, I just want y'all to be as strong-minded as you possibly can be, in understanding that there is nothing to fear, that there's nothing to worry about, and that you're capable of being as strong as you are as a person, as being as brave as you are as a person, and seeing the whole wide world as your genuine and real life oyster that does create everything that you ever wanted in your life, and that's it. And also understanding that while you're doing this, while you're creating your own reality, you're also creating the lives of other people too, where you're making everyone great. It's not just you, it's not just whatever, it's literally everybody. Okay, so as you're intending the best and you're loving the people that you love in your life, please live your best life. Okay, go on out there and manifest the best, bro. Do what you want to do, live the life of your dreams. If you freaking want to do everything that you actually want to do, and understand that it is really happening like you're saying that it is. And I feel like this is something that's so important, because I really used to have so much fear that things weren't going to be okay with certain people, certain things, just all kinds of different things that would naturally make me worry so much. But I learned to realize that every single thing I have set an intention on has come true, even on the people that I thought, oh wow, like they're stubborn, how the fuck are they gonna, you know what I mean, like you think, oh my god, how are they gonna learn this lesson, bro? They're not gonna learn it, bro. Like you almost doubt that. Nah, every single time I set an intention, even if I didn't like go excuse me, go all in and saying like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen, yeah, I still knew it. I was like, everything's gonna be fine. They're gonna be great. Whatever. I don't know, but I know it will be. I know it will be, because that's how it's always been. It always manifested. So I feel like if I've received such results like that, y'all don't have an excuse. No one has an excuse. We're all very much capable of manifesting the very best of the best, and capable of getting exactly what we want out of our realities, alongside helping other people around us see what they want for themselves too. Okay, for everyone involved, all of us, we all deserve better, we all deserve the best, we all do. Have trust in that, have faith in that, hold space for that, and let yourself have peace with that, because the anxiety about that shit is so detrimental, bro. Like that is something that's like, you completely avoidable. Avoid that shit. Don't let that consume you. Trust more than you fear, because you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. Everything is going to be okay. No matter what, I promise you guys, everything will be. But okay, with that being said, guys, I just wanted to come on here to obviously tell you guys that, because I feel like this is utterly so important. I feel like this is even something that some people don't even realize, that they almost have like a stagnant block with, but no one's stagnant, bro. We all got this shit. I just feel like this is something that needs to come to light, because I've been through this so many times before. I know if I have, I'm sure there's people out here who have too, and also don't know what to do. But I know what to do, so I'm coming on to tell y'all what to do. Because if I figured it out for myself, of course, everyone can also do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all very much capable of making blessings in everyone's reality alongside our own. Okay, so beautiful. It's like beautiful. It's like unity for real. It's also just understanding that the love that you have will always be returned, and it will always bless you, and what you're intending for the people that you love, it will bless them, and it will bless you too. It will just help everybody involved, genuinely speaking. Like it really will. So there's no reason to fear, there's nothing to worry about, everything's going to be great, because it already is. But all right then, guys, thank you guys so much for being here, for listening to me. Obviously I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you guys for everything. I don't really have a few updates. I have an update for you, but I'm going to tell y'all this in a second. Now, before we get into that, though, let me read the comments. Let's see what we got here. Okay, guys. All right. Okay. Hi, girly. I have a question. Hey, what does it mean when you see the thing you're trying to manifest in your dreams, or the opposite, like seeing the thing you're scared of happening in your dreams? Okay, so if you're dreaming of your desires, point blank period, it's manifesting, period. Like it's done, it's manifested, it's here. You don't got to worry about that shit. And if it's the opposite, I honestly feel like it's not to say that that's what's going to happen. I actually don't feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's more to tell you that you can have more confidence in it. Like have more confidence. I feel like it's to kind of like wake you up and to make you see things differently, because that's how it's been for me too. There were times I dreamt of things that were like, okay, like the fuck you trying to say? But I always knew what it was. Like when I would have those dreams, I would always assume that they were telling me to get my shit more together. So it would encourage me to go harder and it would work. You know what I'm saying? But I never took those things as, oh my god, that's what's gonna happen. Oh my great. No, like I don't settle with that shit, you know? And neither should you ever. Like we all got this for sure. Don't worry though. I'm happy though that you're getting dreams like that. So that's really good. Hey Booze. Hey guys. You guys are so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi, I am manifesting my SP, specific person. I don't want to tell my parents about my SP, but I am manifesting somehow he gets my SP's information and telling and me him telling me about him. Is it possible? Wait, what do you mean? Like your dad? Wait, who? Who's getting your SP's information? Your father? I mean, yeah, if you want to manifest that, you can literally manifest that your dad somehow finds him or some shit, and he'll literally find him on like Facebook or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there are a multitude of different ways that these things can really happen. If you want that your parents find out about your SP without giving them information, they can literally naturally find out about them if that's what you really want. Okay? So if you set that intention, they're going to find a way naturally to literally find that person. But yeah, you know, don't worry about that though. Like for sure, I feel like it's just about setting intentions and knowing that if you want your parents to know, they're going to know and it will be very natural and you won't have to worry about it either. Okay? So that's very important. Just remember it's all about confidence. All of these things tie back to confidence. Very important to remember that. My friend doesn't apologize for her mistakes and ignores me. And even if it's not my fault, I have to apologize. And meanwhile, I'm worried all the time. And I end up apologizing. What should I affirm? You should affirm to fuck that bitch, bro. Like, cut that out for real. I don't want you with that person. That's not a real friend. That's a person who's manipulating you and they want validation through your approval of basically giving into what they want. Okay, so that's what I think you should affirm. Fuck them. I got better friends, like, literally, I'm sorry. You can affirm that they're better, I guess, but, like, fuck that. I don't like people like that. I feel like that's very immature, and you definitely deserve better. But we'll get into it. Hold on. I know that you wrote more, so give me 1 second. Someone said, "Love the look today and the locket." Oh, thank you so much. It's a wing. You can see it, like yeah, you can see it. Thank you, though. That's really sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so then yeah. So then you're saying, I hate that I have to be the one to approach them, and they always go on group dates and trips, and they say I'm their best friend and all, but they always leave me out. They're not your best friend. I feel so shitty. I can't even affirm the opposite of the situation. Fuck them. And I feel that I have to constantly affirm they include me, and it's exhausting. And I can't do this all day when I feel so shitty. I don't know how to start with self-concept. I'm struggling with anxiety and overthinking and taking therapy. Then someone said to them in response, maybe try affirming that everyone apologizes to you and takes accountability for their actions. I love that. And that everyone respects and includes you. Definitely work on your self-concept. I completely agree with that. I feel like that's perfect. I feel like you should definitely work on self-concept. But the way that you start working on that is by simply uplifting yourself. And you see how hard you go for your friend who treats you like shit. Go harder for you, bro. Like, don't go hard for a person who doesn't even deserve you. Go hard for the fact that, yeah, everyone respects you, everyone loves you, everyone takes accountability, everyone has apologized to you for treating you like shit. And ditch that person and manifest a better best friend, bro. Because you're gonna find them, but you have to also understand that while you're doing this, have confidence in the way that these people will make it back up to you. Like, you're gonna get the apologies. You're gonna get them even probably wanting to be your friend again, but you're not gonna want them because they're not worthy of you. All right, have high standards. You don't deserve this shit and fuck and I'm sorry, that kind of pissed me off about them going on trips without you. Like that's really messed up. If it's really like that, you got to leave them alone and go find better and also live the life that you wanted to live with that person with yourself. Like go on the trips for yourself and with your new friends, etc. Like with people who actually deserve you because it's a blessing you didn't go on these trips with your quote unquote best friend because they obviously did not deserve you at all and you probably would have had a better time without them than with them. Not with it. Fuck that. You deserve way better than that. Seriously. Someone said, that's what I'm going through with my family. Them being not free in a spiritual sense, but I know they'll find their way. Sense that my intention of them being free. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly how it ends up manifesting is when you set your intention. And even though you fear that they're not spiritually free, they will find their way because they have to. Like they just have to. And you have trust in that. And that's the most beautiful thing is that your trust is actually making miracles happen and you can trust that. Like, you can have a genuine love and trust in that, and it will always be exactly like you're saying that it is, with confidence in your heart, okay? So blessings to you and to your family. Everyone will be okay, I promise. Okay. Let's see. Any tips for cases when you stay up late and sleep late, turning off the lights to sleep, but feel paranoid when you roll around? I always have to sleep hugging a pillow. Honestly, I feel like that's probably more, it's not like an insomniac thing, but I feel like that's more of a, it's like a mental thing, obviously. You're afraid of, like, the dark, I guess you could say, something that you just kinda feel like there might be things around you. There's not things around you. Always assume that you're safe. I feel like the biggest thing that helped me, because when I was little, I used to be really, there would be times where I would be really afraid of the dark, and I mean, like, genuinely fucking terrified, because I would watch Goosebumps. Y'all remember Goosebumps? Eh, 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 eh. Yeah, that. Yeah, I used to be, like, literally terrified. I used to be so afraid of the Blob. Do y'all remember the Blob? Oh my god, that shit used to eat everyone. Yeah, I used to literally think it was gonna, like, kill me. And back when YouTube was uncensored, bro, I was on YouTube when it, like, first came out, and that shit, oh my god, do y'all remember what they used to post on YouTube, like, when it was uncensored? Do y'all remember that the Elmo that would, like, kill people, and, Barney when he fell out of a tree cussing? Like, all these crazy things that were, like, that would terrify me as a child, because I obviously saw these cartoons in a different sense, and then YouTube would kinda, like, fuck it up. So, for example, do y'all remember the creepypasta with, like, SpongeBob and Squidward? When Squidward got haunted and he had, like, those red eyes? That horrified me so much, and I had to learn to not let these things affect me because I was, like, genuinely terrified. I remember I used to think I was, like, actually gonna get killed by one of those things. Or do y'all remember the Teletubbies one? When they, I think they all started, like, killing each other, like, with a chainsaw or something? I was paranoid that that was gonna happen to me somehow. Like, I don't know, that wasn't gonna fucking ever happen, but that goes hand in hand because it would make me afraid of the dark. Like, I would remember thinking I couldn't be anywhere because it was so scary, and I feel like the biggest thing that helped me was understanding, like, everything's fine, bro. Like, ain't shit gonna happen to you. You have no reason to let yourself unintentionally worry about things that don't matter that much. You know what I'm saying? Because even in your case, I feel like it's understandable for you to be afraid, but you don't have to be afraid. Like, you have nothing to fear. It's really just a mental thing. You have to be stronger than your fear, and you have to remember that you're able to overcome whatever is making you feel that low. At night, whatever, you deserve a good night's sleep, and I think that you should also affirm in favor of that, of saying that you always have a great night's sleep, you always sleep so good, like, everything's perfect for you, and it will be, because it already is. So don't worry so much. Have a lot of confidence in yourself, and everything's gonna be okay. Obviously, it's always about confidence, but you have to want it. If you want to have peaceful nights, let yourself have peaceful nights, because you deserve them, and that's it. Always. Okay. I manifested fine lines. Ah, yes, I'm so happy for you. Good for you, boo. That's what's up. Good for you. Oh my gosh. I like the advice that you gave, Conscious Queen. You said, try listing out how you're treated by others and what this causes you to believe about yourself, and making your own affirmations or a subliminal with the opposite affirmations. I completely agree with that. I feel you should take matters into your own hands and flip the script so that you can make things better work out for you in a more confident sense, and where you're no longer telling yourself that you're left behind. Like, cut that shit out. No more of that in your vocabulary. You have to assume that you're always great, that things work out for you, and that not even just that, bro, but, like, everyone loves you, and you're always surrounded by people who genuinely want the best for you, because that's something that you should always be focused on the most out of anything else. Always. That's, like, cutthroat first and foremost, always. I'm jamming so hard right now, but I wish I could stay. I can't wait to watch later. Hey, go jam, boo. Yeah, come back whenever, okay? These videos are gonna be up forever in Jesus' name, period. But yes, go live your best life. I love that for you. I love jamming. Okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. It's, like, all, what's it called? Like, moving around this thing. Okay. So, Conscious Queen said, during college, I went to therapy a lot to help me. I created my own self concept affirmations and a subliminal for myself. That's great. And that's to enhance your belief in having a better friend group, better people around you. So then This person responded, Baku said, "That's really great to hear. People say I'm too nice, and it makes them hard to believe that I am really like this." Oh my god. I've been, or boy, hold on. "Sometimes they're nice and sometimes so cold. I don't even think negatively about them. Still they act like this." Yeah, it's probably just the fact that like the general assumption that these people could possibly take advantage of you. I know that I've been there myself, and I've been called too nice many times. I've been called, or someone said about me that like my kindness was creepy or some shit because I guess they thought it was like too nice. And I remember it hurt my feelings so much. And the biggest thing that I did for myself that's definitely going to help you too is remembering that you're supposed to be too nice, quote unquote. You are the example of kindness in the world. You're supposed to be as kind as you are. Let other people, these people feel threatened by you. That's why they're saying that you're too nice. Let them feel threatened by you. And you go out there and manifest the very fucking best for yourself while you're being the kindest person in the world and while you have big, strong boundaries, okay? Because that's the most important thing. You have to be kind as fuck, but also have incredibly strong boundaries so people can't mess with you. And then on top of that, you have strong affirmations. So you only attract the best of the best, the people who deserve you the most, and those people from your past, which they're relevant, but they're definitely going to want to make things up to you because they're going to see how powerful you are because you see your power in yourself. If you see your power in yourself, it's raps. Like you got this shit, So set your intention, fuck everybody else, get your self concept really high, put up them boundaries, be very strong minded, and don't settle for anything, and never take these people back ever. And understand that you will find so much better than you could ever imagine because why would you not? You have to understand that. It's all about what you're saying, it's all about what you're doing. You have to know it. That's it, guys. That's fucking it. And you deserve so much better than that. Like, genuinely, you really, really do. Okay, all right, guys. I'm going to try to get through everything because there's a lot, but let's see. I want to say something though before I get off. That's important. Okay. Also, what's your opinion on extremely fast slash instant drastic appearance changes? Like, are they really possible? For example, getting your dream body slash height in a few days or in a week. Absolutely. It is definitely possible. It's up to your belief system though. For some people, they don't feel like it's as possible. Others do. It depends on what you believe in. I know for myself, I'm more of an overtime girly. So I'm more of someone who I believe it's already done literally, but to help my ego mind not feel boggled by what is happening, I grant myself a little bit of time, like over the course of 2 months, for example. I'm like, over 2 months I'm growing in height, and I will like literally see that happen. I haven't manifested with height. Well, although I've literally low-key have though. I didn't try to get taller, but I did. And I feel like that was something that it's because of my natural belief. Like I don't think that I'm that short. So I think that like I used to think I was shorter, and when I believed that, I was like literally shorter, and then I started to get taller, and then I get like everyone says I'm taller than I say. Like I thought it was 5'3". I remember I told you guys this. I thought it was 5'3", but everyone tell me I'm like 5'6". I don't think I'm 5'6". Like I think that's kind of crazy, but whatever. I mean, everyone's like people tell me that, so it must be true, right? I don't know. Well, no, whatever I say is true. But yes, in your case, definitely, I believe that you can definitely do this in the matter of, again, like a month, 2 months, a week, a few days if you'd like to. It's up to your like not your boundaries, but the way that you are able to consciously see it that way. It might overwhelm you because it's overwhelmed me before, but I don't let it overwhelm me. When I manifested weight loss a few years ago, I let it happen over the course of like I would say like 3 to 4 months. I don't remember, but it was like drastic, but it was continuous, so it wasn't like super overwhelming. I feel like if I dropped hella weight in a week for me, I think I would have been like, "Whoa, like that's kind of crazy," like actually. But no, you could definitely do it. Actually, it is possible. It's up to what you believe in though. If you believe it is, it is. If not, then that's different, but you definitely can do it. And I have seen it and it is real. So yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Someone said I had this thought earlier about manifesting. When would it become too dangerous? I feel like it only becomes dangerous when you feel like you're hurting yourself mentally. Like I feel like manifestation becomes dangerous, which I don't even think it's like it becomes dangerous because I feel like that's still a belief. Like you can always switch that around. But I feel like it becomes more dangerous, I guess, when you start to like harm yourself mentally, when you start thinking that you're a failure, you can't manifest shit, blah, blah, blah. Like you're putting yourself down because that's how it got for me. I feel like it started to get toxic in that sense. So I stopped doing the things I was doing before that would make me feel that way. But that's when I feel like it gets like dangerous. I don't really feel like having someone be like really madly in love with you is dangerous, or I don't know, things like that. Because I know some people are like, "Oh, it's toxic." Like, it can be toxic if you manifest someone to love you that hard or whatever, but I feel like that's definitely something that is a belief system. If you think that someone loving you as hard as fuck is, like, super dangerous, I feel like that's, obviously your opinion, but I've seen a lot of cases where people falling madly in love with the other person just by knowing that, and then it would happen, it would be really peaceful, so it's not like a big, big, big deal. Yeah, I feel like it's up to your perception. I feel like that's subjective to what you perceive, but obviously toxicity is something that you have to be very mindful of always in all cases. I'm very big on that. Like, I don't like toxic shit at all. So I feel like being very careful about that and keeping your mindset open to what's best. You see the light? Oh my God, how beautiful. Yes. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like you obviously you have to be careful, but you have to be mindful and very confident at the end of everything, right? Exactly. Um, oh, okay, so someone said, "Dude, I left all my friends several years ago without explaining anything and never stopped thinking about it. I left because of deep shame, yet I feel so empty. I don't know what the right thing to do is to do. Feel like life is so pointless because of that and I don't even want to make new friends." Well, don't feel like life is pointless. You don't deserve that. Like, you definitely don't deserve to feel that way. I feel like you probably just did what was best for you at the time, and you should forgive yourself for that. And you should remember that even if you left people behind in that way a few years ago, you'll find people who like, okay, if you want to make up for it and you want to apologize, you can. If you want to be friends with them, try it out. If they were like actually really good friends and you feel like you were just not thinking right or whatever, okay. But if it was in the case where maybe you honestly at the time, because this happens sometimes, people start to feel regret about leaving people that aren't actually meant for them behind because, oh, they were a good friend, but, low key, like, we had a lot of weird times, but I kinda miss them. No, if you feel like y'all had weird times, just leave them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was definitely in your highest favor, but if you want new and better friends, just assume that you have people around you who fit you, like, who fit the lifestyle that you want, the way that you are, things like that, that complement you in your reality, and it will make things a lot smoother for you, and I feel like just let the shame go. Let it all go, and make up for what you feel like you should. If you feel you should apologize, do that. If you don't, then don't. But forgive yourself because that's what you deserve. Like, you deserve to be free. And even then, like, they're okay, you're okay. Don't let it hold you up for so long because you deserve a lot better than that, than to feel that way, especially after all that time? Of course, though. Someone said, "Thank you for the advice." Of course. I feel I've become very scared of losing people. I try to do everything, but I end up being treated like this. I also get affected by my past. Yeah, that's exactly what you don't deserve. Like, you literally don't deserve to feel that way. You don't deserve to fucking feel that way. You deserve to feel fulfilled and to feel like this is not something that traumatizes you, like, you're able to overcome these things because you are. And the same person said, "I wish you were my friend. I would have done everything to be your friend. I just know your friends are blessed to have you." That's really sweet. Thank you. Well, yes, we could be friends, internet friends. Why not? God bless you, boo. It's okay. Don't worry. We're all like, I feel like we're all like, I feel like we're not like established friends because we don't like know everything about each other, but I feel like we're all like connected, and that acquaintance energy, not even acquaintance, it's like you guys are like literally my friends to me. I'm like fudging with the light. You guys are literally my friends to me. That's what matters. And I'm also like a therapist. That's how I see myself too. But don't worry. You're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get all the people that do deserve you, and everything's going to be okay. And honestly, I feel really thankful that you think of that about me, but you feel that way about me because there's people out there who you're meant to feel that way about as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there, if you see that in me, there's definitely people out there who will reflect that back onto you too. Okay? So I'm one example, but of so many. Like, there's hella people who are meant to love you that you haven't even met yet in the 3D yet. You know what I'm saying? But in the 4D, you have already. So just keep on going and trust that and take this as your sign of confirmation. You definitely have it. Like, you definitely have the friends that you deserve. And it will all come together very softly and kindly. And you won't have to worry so much about how it's going to happen. Just trust, and it will, because it already is done, period. Just like that. Best feeling in the world, I promise. Just have peace, okay? OMG, yeah, it's called Slendy Tubbies. Oh my god, you remember? I used to watch those all the time. They scared me so much as a kid, bro. Them shits were horrifying, bro. YouTube Uncensored was like a whole different level. Y'all don't even fucking know. I feel like y'all do. I feel like some of y'all know, but like that shit was like that shit was bad. Like it was bad, bro. The internet uncensored was crazy. Oh my gosh. Isn't it crazy how we like grew up when the internet started to get like good? And then it's just crazy. Like, look at where we are now. But that's the topic I'm gonna get to. I gotta talk about something with you. I keep saying that. Let me just tell y'all, bro. It's about TikTok. I think I'm gonna ditch TikTok. I fucking hate TikTok now. I honestly never really liked it like that. I've said this a lot. I don't really like TikTok like that because I just never got like the best vibe from it. I used to love posting on it though because I knew I reached a lot of people, but I don't like it anymore. I stopped. Okay, so this is what happened. I didn't like it for years. I would post dip, then eventually I started to like find it funny because TikTok is pretty funny. There's people on there who are really funny. There's a lot of good information. You find out a lot of things that are happening in the world. I would see a lot of figure skating and stuff like that. But with this whole update, which if y'all don't know, there's like a whole update on TikTok that's literally destroyed the app in my honest I feel like a lot of people too. A lot of people are leaving the app because they want to track your geolocation, they want your immigration status, your sexual orientation, like all these weird things that have nothing to do with anything. And I feel like it's mega creepy because we already know who bought them out. And I'm not with it. So I feel like, and also I posted a video yesterday and that shit was on under review for over a day. Like that's not normal. I didn't like that at all. That sat so wrong with me because it's never happened to me before. And I feel like I'm over it. Like I'm over it. I feel like we all deserve better than that shit. We all deserve better than that. We all deserve better than to accept those terms and services and agreements and all that. So much better. We deserve to have our privacy more embedded. And I do know that Meta and all that stuff does work with other apps too. So it's not just TikTok, but right now TikTok is being the most of an asshole about it. And I feel like they're being the most I feel like sabotage is like the word that comes to my head. I feel like they're sabotaging a lot of things. I don't want to post on there anymore like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to contribute to that platform like that. And yeah, I have to see what I'm gonna do though. If I stop posting on TikTok, I would definitely leave my page up because obviously I know there's a lot of good videos on there that people like still watch and comment on and all that stuff and they keep. But I think I would just post everything on YouTube and all the other platforms instead. So I'm gonna see what happens about that. I'm gonna see what I really end up doing. But as of right now, I'm not a fan of TikTok, and I probably am not gonna keep posting on it. But we're gonna see because I have hella drafts that I have to edit and post. But okay, that's my update. I'm like, that's it. I just wanted to tell you I'm probably gonna like leave TikTok like that. But okay, we'll see what happens. But I most likely am because we all deserve so much better than that. Okay, let me continue. The Teletubbies ones? That's funny. Yeah, that shit was horrifying. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that was horrible. It was, like, so scary because when I was a kid, I saw them so purely that, like, I saw the opposite and I was like, "Whoa, what is this shit?" It was really scary. Oh, y'all remember the car commercial? That one's famous. The car commercial that goes over and it's like, "Ha, ha, ha," like, the girl screams in your face or whatever, like The Grudge or something. That scared the shit my dad showed me that when I was a kid and absolutely scared the fuck out of me and my siblings. Okay. Um, you're not the problem, Baku. You're not the problem, they are. Take your time with getting to know people. The right people will come. You deserve people that support you. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Exactly. Yes, you do. I love that. Thank you for saying that. You're honestly the best. No, Kim Zeno. You're honestly the best. Thank you. That means so much to me. God bless you. Thank you, love, for real. OMG, I never usually catch the lives. Hey, hi, boo, what's up? What's up? Hey, I'm glad that you're here. Obviously, we're gonna have more lives, so I'll be here on Thursday too. But yes, okay. Okay, okay, okay. um, okay, guys, I'm gonna get through a few more and then we're gonna have a great night. Okay, I have this really cool event tomorrow where I speak to some fancy ass people. Naturally, it was an opportunity I waited for, and my brain turned it into this thing of doubt on if I can speak to them. I know exactly what you're saying. Hold on. I'm conflicted with my brain. Like they're just people. Like chill. It's just a moment in my day, but but I know I'm trying to think and be different. Can you talk some more about being mentally strong and having a peaceful environment? Absolutely. There's so much to having an incredibly peaceful environment in terms of that. I feel like that was something that I honestly used to struggle with, quote unquote, in a way where I would be manifesting things and then I would think like, I'm like my legs, bro. I would think in a way like I would be very prepared for it, and then when the time would come for it, I would get like extremely paranoid, and I would think failure. You know, I would almost assume like failure, what's gonna happen. It was like freaking me out because it was like my self concept wasn't strong enough, and that's honestly what's going on here. Is that you feel like these people are low key above you, and they're not at all, and you have to remember your place when you're talking to them, when you're communicating with them, when you're associating with them. Like you have to remember you're the person that they're lucky to be talking to. It's not that you're lucky to talk to them. You're the fancy one. Okay? Don't let their energy or whatever scare you. You have to be strong. Your energy has to be stronger than that, and they will feel it and they will respect you naturally. Okay? So that also comes with manifesting would you say a clear hold on mentally strong and having a peaceful environment. It's really all about the way that you understand that you have nothing to fear. You're on top of the pedestal, which we already knew. Obviously, you being on top of the pedestal is what gives you so much more confidence in your reality blessing you and coming in clutch for you and all that beautiful stuff. It's something that's very real. Like, of course, if you have confidence, bro, if you just trust that everything is going to be perfect for you and you place yourself on that pedestal, everything will naturally feel a lot better in your life because you'll feel like you have a lot more control over your reality, over your life, and over the way that things happen for you. So it's not really a matter of um like adding things up, you know, like doing multiple things, doing you just switch your mindset, like focus on the best and understand that like the way that you talk to yourself up here has to be something that complements you and doesn't sabotage you unintentionally because you have no reason to be that afraid, that upset, or anything. Understand that you deserve better, and you have to understand that that's how you get better, and that everything is meant to work out the way that you intend that it does, and so it will. Okay? It's really about self-trust. If you have self-trust, self-concept, a high self-confidence, it will get so much easier for you to just see it this way. Like, of course, it is done. It's here. You got it. Like everything's peaceful and great because you're making it that way. And that's how I've made it for myself. That's how I've literally made it is by switching my mindset because when you switch your mindset in one area, it grows in every other place. It's not just peaceful environment. It's my life is perfect. I get everything that I want. I believe in myself. I love myself. I'm so beautiful. All the beautiful things like you should be believing. It all adds up. So self-concept is a billion percent so important and it's so helpful and you can definitely do it. Contribute yourself to that. Like you can definitely do it, love. 110%. Okay. They had kids content. Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm seeing what you guys are saying about the YouTube thing. I know it was like really bad, bro. It was so fucking bad, bro. I'm like I don't even want to say, but you guys know I think it's like really inappropriate. Okay, let's see. Oh, I love you so much. I had no one I could talk to. Thank you for listening to me. I'm literally crying right now. Thank you so much. Really, that's so sweet, bro. Don't cry, bro. Stand up. Stand up. It's okay. I know you're crying happy tears. Thank you so much for saying that, and thank you so much for like extending that appreciation and love a lot because I know that you're a good person. You definitely deserve a lot better, and you're gonna get a lot better because you're letting yourself now get a lot better. Thank you so much though for being so kind and so sweet and for being here and saying that. Obviously, because I feel like it reflects your character and you having a great character is going to make greatness further manifest in your reality as it is and as it's supposed to. So trust that the love that you're giving me and other people and yourself will all be reflected and put right back onto you in your very highest favor. I love that for you though. And I'm really happy for you because I know everything is going to turn around for you, which I already know that it has, but you're going to have more confidence in that and you're going to see that. Okay. God bless you though. For real. Thank you. And I love you too. Okay. I never felt the need to download that app, TikTok. I only had for like 2 months or so because I thought I'd use it for an internship and never did. Yeah, fuck that shit, bro. Honestly, fuck TikTok. Like, I'm so good off that. Ugh, whatever, bro. Elsa Gate. Oh my god. That's hella funny. Oh my god. You guys are fucking hilarious. Aw, things get better for you, Baku. For real. They will. They already are. They already are. They already are. It's already done. I promise. I can seriously feel your happy vibration. It's so strong. Thank you for feeling it, bro. Like that thank you. I feel like that's like what shows true love, bro. Like when people can feel the good energy or like the love that you put out and all that, the vibration of it, the fact that you can feel it shows that you're on that shit too. Like we're all on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Not like societal level. I mean like energetic level. We're all on the same stuff. So thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna take a picture of that because that's really cute. But yeah, I mean, hello. This is like exactly what we all deserve. And I'm glad that you can feel it from me. So thank you so much for saying that for real. Okay. Thank you all for your comments. I was thinking I have no friends, but hearing all this has really helped me a lot. Thank you so much. Thank the class for real. The class is saying thank you, bro, or you're welcome. Of course, not even you're welcome, bro. The class is saying our pleasure because period. We all want the best for you, just like you want the best for us. Of course, this is proof that there's great people in the world, that you deserve so much better and that you're getting like, you have that. I promise you, you do. You just have to see it and let people go who don't deserve you. That's what's making you feel this way truly, but once you let them go, you're gonna see just how fulfilled you can really be in this way because you deserve that more than anything else. You are so loved. Aw, that's so sweet to that person, yes. You all are so loved, genuinely. Okay. Okay, last things. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm about to get off the low key because I'm starting to reach that hour point. But yes, telepathy, boo. Telepathy. Okay, last thing I want to answer. How do you think we should treat miserable people who hurt others deliberately? I usually ignore them, but it's like my soul gets bothered by them and wishes to remove them. Yeah, I'm glad that you feel that way because you're supposed to feel that way. The way that I handle this is that I intend nothing but for them to get destroyed. Honestly, I intend people who hurt other people. I know for a fact that their lives aren't good. I already know that. I know that they're not happy. I know that their lives are not good. I know that they are extremely miserable and it's only going to continue to grow in favor of that because they're making that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're deliberately hurting people, especially innocent people, you're a fucking freak and you also deserve the things that you're putting out into the universe. And I do believe that. I really do because I feel like there's a certain it's like it's a choice to understand what you're doing. Like it's a choice. You know what you're doing always, but it's a choice to really act like you understand. But people always know what they're doing, okay? Maybe sometimes some people don't, but even when people don't know what they're doing, you can feel that they don't know. For the people who actually are trying to hurt other people, you can fucking feel what their intentions are. And you just know that that's going to come back around because I believe in karma like crazy and I've seen it happen a billion times over. I believe in karma because I see it, I manifest it, I think in favor of that. I don't let anyone get by. Like if someone deserves what they deserve, I'm Saturn, honey. I sit down and I make that shit happen. I set an intention. That's it. I make it happen. And it always happens. And just like that, it's supposed to bother your soul because you're a good person and you're supposed to put an end to it. So, what I want you to do is intend, literally just intend their downfall. You don't have to sit there and visualize it and, oh my God, I really hope today's the day. I really, no, like just set the intention. Motherfucker, you're falling, like, period. That intention will manifest into reality. It always does. It always has. It always does. Always. I've always had a very strong trust in karma like this, and it always comes through for me, even for the absolute worst fucking people in the entire world. Let me tell you a little story, actually, while we're on this, okay? Really fast. Okay. I don't know if I told y'all this. I don't think I did. Okay, a few years ago, I worked at this place and everyone hated the manager more than anything because she was a horrible person. She would manipulate people, she would lie on people's names to get out of trouble, she would throw people under the bus, like all types of shit. She was working at this company for 20 years, okay? Usually when you hear that, you're like, oh, like she's not going anywhere. You know, like the manager's not going to go anywhere. They've been here for so long. Okay, right. She worked her way up, manipulated her way through the business, all right? Okay, so I'm working there and I remember I'm like, this bitch is gonna fall. Like this is it. Like I'm not dealing with this shit. No one deserves this. And it would make me really mad. So I remember I was like, because I'm working here, this bitch is gonna fall. Like it's gonna happen. She's gonna get karma. Guess what happened, bruh? She got fired. And you wanna know why she got fired? And she got fired while I was working there, right before I quit, too. She got fired because she got discovered that she had federal charges for selling like pounds of coke and shit. Like she was selling like ecstasy, MDMA. That's a drug, right? I don't know. She was selling like hella shit, bro. And they found out and they fired her. The fact that they didn't check earlier, oh, okay. You see, anything can happen, right? You think, oh, there's no way she's gonna get fired. She's been here for 20 years. Look, there's 20 people in the chat. She's been here for 20 years. No. Oh, really? Okay. Let me take care of it. Hold on a second. That's the kind of energy y'all are supposed to have in your lives. Everywhere that you go, I don't want to hear no, my manager is so evil. Oh my God. No, I want you to fucking make that bitch pay, but with your intentions. Don't do anything to deliberately hurt them. I've never done anything like that. I've never went out of my way to like cause harm or lie or, like do what they were doing, but my intentions are crazy and they work. Okay. So that bitch got fired. And then the second thing that happened was there was also a supervisor there that I fucking hated because she was horrible. She was horrible, horrible worker, also a liar, lazy as fuck, greedy. Y'all know the game. Okay. So I was like 19. I was like, oh, there's 19 people in the chat. That's crazy. I was like 19 years old and I was like, fuck this. She's gonna get fired. Like, I'm not with this. And I don't know what happened to her, but I'll tell you, on the day that I quit, I wrote like a storybook. I wrote a huge email, an enormous email stating every single thing that she's done. I forwarded it to HR, to our new manager, and to her so that they can all read it. And I left and I never went back. And I don't know what happened after that. But all I know, I do know. I remember that after that, she was starting to get like in trouble and stuff like that because people were starting to catch on to how horrible she was. And I was like, yeah, you guys blind? Like, hello, you got to say, you say the truth. Like, you got to say it and people are going to see it and it works. So make them bitches pay. Anyone who's fucked anybody over, I'm talking the so-called president, I don't claim him at all. That too. Oh, honey, all of them, everyone, everything from your shitty neighbor to your crappy family member to this to that, your ex-boyfriend who's this, bro, everyone. Okay, I just had a vent and rant, not vent, but rant on that because it's so important. And I feel like just please have strong intentions. Let that shit happen in your highest favor. Oh my God, it was just 555. That's crazy. Yeah, no, set your intentions. Let that shit happen. Make them pay, but don't be evil. Just set the intention. Just be like, that's the natural way of the world. What can I say? That's what you get, bitch. Exactly. All right, then. That's basically. Oh my God. Okay. You guys are funny, bro. Okay. Yes. Okay. I love you guys. Karma's so real. I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna hop off now. And I'll be back on Thursday. Let me see. Yeah, karma catches them every single time. He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetrate it. Exactly. Love that. I love you guys. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Bing oh my gosh, let me say your name right. Bang Tenli Lee. Bang Tenli Lee. Bang Tenli Lee. Tang Li Lee. Love it. Love you guys. Okay. Yeah, you can get back at your friends. I mean, just set the intent. That's what we were saying earlier. Like, set the intention. They're gonna meet their match. You don't have to sit there and be like, ooh, kill you bit. No, like nothing like that. Be pure, be who you are, be kind, but set your intention and just know that what they put out, they're gonna get right back. So it's not even like you're intending the worst. It's just like you're gonna get what you put out, and they are, and that's it. Hello. God bless you guys. I love y'all. I'll see you this Thursday for another video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys more than anything. Please take care, everyone, and thank you guys so much for helping each other. This was a great talk, as it always is. I have so much fun being here always. Let's keep on helping each other because it's obviously helping a lot. Can't wait to be back on Thursday. God bless you. Love y'all so freaking much. Bye. Love you.